When someone says the term MMORPG, the first games that you probably think about is World of Warcraft or maybe Final Fantasy XIV. NBA 2K doesn't come to mind, and I don't blame you. But I am here today to show you that it has more in common in this genre than you would think. My name is Retro Hilltop, and today we're going over how there's more to NBA 2K than just a sports simulation game, and how it's actually an MMORPG in disguise. If you end up liking this video, go ahead and give it a subscribe and make sure the notifications are on. This is my first video and I plan on making much more. The definition of an MMORPG reads, an online role-playing video game in which a very large number of people participate simultaneously. And this fits perfectly with 2K. But let's dig a little bit deeper in comparisons with other well-known MMO titles. For example, in My Career Mode, when you start as a rookie player and work your way up to becoming an NBA superstar, along the way you earn experience points, level up, and acquire new skills, just like an MMORPG. When you first load into My Career Mode, you're presented with what's known as the Neighborhood, a massive open world hub where you can socialize with other players, compete in mini games, and customize your character's appearance and equipment. Sound familiar, right? It's like any other town or city in a typical MMORPG. But how can it be an MMO without mounts? We have those in 2K. Now, granted, these mounts are ass and they don't do anything for you in the game. Not even look cool like other typical MMO mounts. But they are here nonetheless, so one more point for 2K being an MMO. And let's not forget about Pro-Am mode. This is where you can team up with other players like your friends or strangers and compete in leagues and tournaments. It's kind of like forming a party or a guild in an MMO. Even in My Team mode, where you collect player cards and build your dream team, has elements of an MMORPG. You can trade and sell cards with other players and compete in online tournaments for rewards. This mode even has an auction house where you can buy things such as cards and gear for your players. Alright, now let's compare positions in 2K to the roles in MMOs. This part of the video is going to be a bit of a reach, so just bear with me as I take a look at the similarities and differences between each other. Firstly, the point guard in 2K can be compared to a healer in an MMO. The point guard is responsible for distributing the ball, facilitating the offense, and setting up scoring opportunities for their teammates. Kind of similar to a healer in an MMO is responsible for keeping the group alive and healthy by using their spells and abilities to restore health and prevent damage. Second, the shooting guard in 2K can be compared to a DPS in MMOs. The shooting guard is responsible for scoring points by shooting from long range and creating opportunities for their team. Kind of similar to the DPS role in an MMO is responsible for dealing damage to enemies and maximizing the group's offensive output. Thirdly, the small forward in 2K can be compared to the hybrid role in MMOs. The small forward is a versatile player who can play multiple positions and is responsible for defending and scoring. Kind of similar to the hybrid role, can perform a variety of tasks such as dealing damage, healing, or tanking depending on the situation. Fourthly, the power forward in 2K can be compared to a tank in MMO. The power forward is responsible for defending the rim and rebounding the ball. Kind of similar to a tank in MMO is responsible for absorbing damage and keeping the enemy's focus on them while allowing their teammates to deal damage. And lastly, the center in 2K can be compared to a support role in MMO. The center is responsible for scoring points near the basket, blocking shots, and rebounding. Kind of similar to the support role in MMO, is responsible for buffing their teammates, debuffing enemies, and providing utility for the group. In conclusion, while there are differences between positions in basketball and roles in MMOs, there are many similarities. Both require players to work together to achieve a common goal, whether it's winning a basketball game in the Pro-Am or defeating a boss in MMO in a raid. Okay, so last thing I want to bring up is the pay to win aspect. A lot of MMOs out there are pay to win. I'm not going to name names, but in 2K that is especially the case. Starting off with a new character, you have two options. You can grind your way through hours of content just to get up there with other players to get a fair chance at competing, or you can spend $100 straight out the gate to get your guy to a 90 overall, not even full max level. So you still have a little bit of grinding once you pay that $100 premium just to start off. So yes, this is a pay to win MMO by all means. So to wrap up, 2K has a lot of elements that make it an MMO RPG. The character creation aspect, social communities, virtual economy, the storyline mode, they all fit within the MMO RPG genre. I just hope this video has shed some light on this aspect of 2K for you and encourages you to view the game in a new light. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. It really means a lot to me. This is one of the first videos I've made like this, so my voiceovers and editing is kind of trash right now, but I promise you it's only going to go up from here. Feel free to like this video and give it a subscribe if you really liked it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.